Welcome to Trial by Wine. We take a closer look at crimes that highlight how fascinating humans can be. Schmidty, Swanee and Clarkey visit crimes and run them through their jury of three, debating both sides of the case to agree an appropriate, if totally fictitious, sentence. Please be advised, Trial by Wine may include explicit or disturbing content and will include drunken rambling. Listener discretion is advised. All right, how are we?
Very well, I think.
Well, but I'm a little bit out of sorts because I've mucked everybody up with the timing because we've had a bit of a time change here in Australia. So I'm a bit flustered and these guys have been waiting for me, so I apologise.
It gets us every year, daylight savings.
Absolutely, yeah. I forgot all about it, so, you're not alone.
Yep,
And when you said daylight, I thought, oh, shit. Anyway, here we are.
I don't know, I didn't even think about it though,
light.
but I did see a map the other day of Australia, and by state and of all of the different time zones. So in my head, I always think, WA and then everybody else, but it's actually not. It's WA, and then I actually think the Northern Territory and South Australia are in different time zones to each other, and then I think it's the rest. So I think there's
Queensland's different.
I think
to us.
Tasmania doesn't do it too. Oh, Queensland, doesn't do it.
Yeah,
Queensland doesn't do it, yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. So it's so all over the shop that when I looked at a map, it kind of made me laugh out loud, and I thought, oh my God, sometimes I feel so bad because we're so out of sync. Look at the whole place. Everybody kind of must be doing this everywhere all the time.
It's funny you say that because, yes, very much so. But then I heard the other day that Africa has 52 countries in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know a lot about that. But, I mean, Africa's a big place, but we're a reasonable size. At least we're only one country, even though we function weirdly sometimes.
Yeah.
Imagine being a continent with 52 countries trying to get any kind of agreement on anything.
Would it look a bit like the USA? Just asking for friends.
I feel like we can't even comment on that anyway. Yeah, like, who's listening?
It's too much, isn't it? It's too much. Right. Yeah, so daylight savings. Any other news other than that?
Other than daylight saving, that sounds like the sort of a rich, fertile territory for a middle-aged woman to talk about daylight saving. It's not that, it's the weather with me. So, there you go. I'll give you options.
Safe.
Don't give you options. Oh, it is quite cool here today, actually, I'll have you know.
Right. And that's unusual for Perth-ish.
Well, it's uncomfortably cold, actually. The wind.
Does that mean like mid-20s or is it
in
actually
fact,
cold?
I did just check because it seems to be getting cooler and I've just been out and it's saying that it feels like 14 degrees. That is cold for Perth.
Freezing.
It was 1 degree here when I left for work this morning.
Oh, okay.
And it's
It
October.
was frosty, yes, and it caught me out. The other day we were having, speaking of middle-aged women conversations, a conversation about when to bring my frangipanis out of the house. I took my frangipanis out and I put them in a little greenhouse because you boys told me to cover them.
Risky.
But I didn't have the door down last night, right? They don't look like they've died overnight, but this morning I woke up and I got in the car, got ready, got in the car, and I was
shivering.
like, oh my God, there's frost on the windscreen of the car. Shit, we had a frost. And I thought, I hope my frangipanis make it because I've kept them alive all winter only to kill them in October, and it was 22 degrees, which we shouldn't have been having frost. Anyway.
How do you have a frangipani inside-outside situation?
They're in pots. So
I was going to say, because we've got huge ones around our pool.
Well, you're tropical.
Yes, well, it is much.
I'm trying so hard to get one flower out of one of them ever and not kill them.
Bless you.
And you're just like, I've got huge ones around my pool. Anyway.
And frangipanis.
Yeah, and then there's the frangipanis, that's right, yes. All right, well, if we don't have any other further news other than weather and frosts, then perhaps we should introduce ourselves. I'm Schmidty.
I'm Swanee.
And I'm Clarkey.
Ooh.
And together we are Trial
by Wine.
And are we drinking anything today?
I mean,
negative.
Any alcohol? No. I think it's possibly one of the first times all three of us have opted for a dry night. Yes.
That should
be
fun.
What variety of non-alcoholic beverage do you have?
I've got a soda situation, and I've got my first
Coke Zero of the day.
Coke Zero of the day. Because I just raced in at school holidays, and I've had children at appointments today. I'm trying to get them all done in like a day or two, so they actually have a holiday. But yes, I've earned that one already today, and it's 3:30 or something. So what about you guys? What do you drink? Something a bit more sophisticated?
We're on the soda water, but with lemon bitters in it.
Oh, nice.
Lovely.
Nice.
And
Schmidty?
I'm on the soda water again, soda stream, but with the Passiona
What
syrup.
is that? Oh, Passiona.
Passiona, yeah.
It's a toxic yellow for anyone who can't see Schmidty. But
Is it a diet one?
Yeah.
does it glow in the dark?
No, it doesn't. I get the zero sugar syrups that go with the soda streams.
We do that
well,
too.
actually, not the soda streams, the Schweppes ones.
Schweppescence.
Yeah, that's what we do. They're better than the...
They're much better than the soda stream ones. No offense,
Yeah.
soda stream. So Schweppes, if
Maybe
you
There
like to
goes,
sponsor us.
there goes that sponsorship deal.
That's right. But if Schweppes, if you would like to sponsor us.
Right.
Now, I like the orange one, the sun-kissed one, and I like the
Hard
solo,
lemon.
Yeah, the hard lemon one, and the Passiona's not bad either. And I've got the lemon bitters one. Is that the one you've got?
Yeah, that's what we've got. Yeah, it's a good one.
I haven't got it in the bottle, but I've got that one too. Yeah, they're very nice, Shay, if you haven't discovered them.
I haven't. The problem is we can't have nice things in this house because everything just gets consumed by my children. So
At a rate of knots.
yeah, it's just crazy.
That's
so
why we don't have
at least
nice
I'm trying to
things.
buy. It's like we don't have nice things. We've got a big water cooler, like in an office. My husband got it like of all places, like at a charity auction.
I was going to say an auction.
Someone thought it was a bit of a joke, and it has turned out to be the most incredible thing we've ever had. And we reckon we've got our monies because it was like for a whole year, and we went through so much so quickly because it was available. It was there for the kids, and it's been amazing. So when the year finished, I was like, "We're keeping it. I don't care what it costs." It was just because they just want stuff all the time, so it's what's available. So it's better that than.
And the tap
that
is not available?
No, it's not. It's not used.
Just wondering.
You got to
Asking
turn it
for-
on.
Well, I know.
It requires too
too
much
hard.
work. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not packaged as well. Yeah.
They need to market it better, don't they, really?
The tap.
water.
Yeah.
The
Tap
tap.
water, yeah.
Go
Yeah.
and open the tap. Yeah.
All right. Well, now that we've exhausted soda streams and soda waters and stills and sparklings and taps, shall I tell you some stories?
Do.
Please do. Yes.
Full confession, I am in the middle of Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat, which means that I'm pretty time poor. So I've done one of my curations, if you like.
Oh, an
Mashups.
edit.
Yeah, I've just pulled out a few articles that hopefully we'll find something funny in.
Is there a theme?
Well, the theme is they're all Florida man or Florida woman.
We've done that in ages. Well done.
That's
We
it.
haven't,
We
yeah.
haven't done
The last time I looked,
yeah.
and it was probably, might have been 18 months ago. I couldn't find it.
scraping the bottom of the
I
barrel.
know.
I know.
I felt like there was
found
a
the
time
same
that
problem.
first was just so rich to start with, and then I think everyone got on board with it and sort of was like,
could
I
not
reckon
agree
it's
more.
because there's idiots everywhere now, not just Florida.
maybe they're not behaving themselves better there now.
No, they're not. What I found was that there was less wacky, funny stuff and more just downright nasty things. So Florida woman murders this person. Florida
I would
man
agree
does
with
this.
that.
Like
Very dark, but not funny. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
And lots. If it's funny, it's a headline, and then there's nothing with it, right? That's the
That's
content. Yeah,
So,
that's my experience.
so I'm glad we've set the context for this episode up.
The
so
bar
nicely.
being very low at this point.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
everyone's expectations have dropped, which is good.
Perfect.
And allow me to then tell
On
you
with
what
the show.
articles I managed to find. That's right, because they're the baseline is low, which is I'm pleased to hear. All right, so the first one comes from WFLA.com News Florida, and it is I don't know what the heading was because I didn't copy it, but it's from Jacksonville, Florida.
Started
well. That's right. And it is a missing woman was found safe after crashing her car and spending days in the woods naked.
What? Was
She driving naked.
No, she was not. So a St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office received multiple calls on the 2nd of October at around 5:35 a.m.
Tell me the calls were because there was a woman seen running around in the bush naked, not because she was found.
Very close, regarding a naked woman lying in a ditch in the 4400 block of Johnson Road.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, exactly, right?
I'm just lying in a ditch.
I'm just having
Hang
you
on.
rested. It's 5:30 in the morning. I'm
exhausted.
tired. That's right. I'm trying to
Did
nap.
anyone stop, or did they just go,
picked
"Ooh,
up the phone.
Crazy lady in a ditch. I better ring someone.
I mean, I would probably just ring someone. I don't.
I
I
might
was a stop
stop.
several hundred
It's
meters
Florida.
up the road, keeping an eye on her in my rear view mirror and keeping the doors
Yeah.
locked.
Yeah,
Whilst calling
they've
the police.
obviously- they obviously
definitely.
live in Florida and see that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Quite possibly. So the callers indicated to deputies that the woman appeared to be the subject of a missing person alert that was shared on social media, the deputies said. Deputies in the St. Lucie County Fire Rescue responded to the scene where they found Jennifer Fisher, 53, from Jacksonville. Fisher was the owner of the white Acura MDX that crashed into a canal earlier that week in the area of Indrio Road and Johnson Road, deputies said. So she's been found on Johnston Road, and now there's another Johnston Road, spelt slightly different, but I think it's probably the same. So she smashed her car a few days earlier into a canal.
Did she get wet and so have to take her clothes off because she was wet?
I wondered that myself, but I don't think so. Well, speaking with the deputies, Fisher said she crashed her car, removed her clothing, and walked into the woods with the intent of staying there for several days.
Had she
Did she deliberately crash her car? It sounds like a well thought out, plan.
Does she have some substances?
Yeah. She like a substance?
Yeah. I think she might like a substance.
Something's going on.
Yeah. According to SLCSO, whatever that is, Fisher's only complaint was irritation from fire ant bites. Oh. So she's sat in the wrong area.
Also known as track marks.
So where was she? Asleep in a ditch in a...
Well, I don't know if she was asleep. She was lying in a ditch when people noticed her.
Oh, okay.
But she'd gone missing a couple of days earlier when her car had been found abandoned after she crashed it in the canal. And they'd put it on social media to say this woman's missing. And so the people driving past saw a woman matching her description, Dan's clothing, and called it in. Apparently the investigation is ongoing.
The lady that you had posted, the blonde, tall, with the red tracksuit tone, she's there, but she's minus the red tracksuit top and pants.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's her, but you know.
The investigation's ongoing. What more are they hoping to discover? Like, it sounds like a shit show you just want to put behind you. I don't want to go opening any more doors with that.
Exactly. I like that. Like the investigation is ongoing.
Is ongoing.
Is it?
Sounds like someone's had a big couple of days. Just needs to go home and go to bed.
She's gone on a bender.
Yeah.
Is what it sounds like. Yes.
53 too.
So this next one is a bit of an old story. It's from 2016 or 2015, I think, from abc13.com. But I did like it, so I thought I'd include it. I think the headline is, "Sorry I tased you, cake. Doesn't cut it for Florida woman."
Sorry I tased you, cake.
It must have a message on a cake.
It's a message on a cake, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Pensacola, Florida. A Florida woman's
Pensacola wings of gold.
Pensacola, yeah. A Florida woman's lawsuit says a deputy shot her with a stun gun, then apologised with a photo of a cake that said, "Sorry I tased you," in blue frosting. The cake photo did not cut it for Stephanie Byron. She sued former Escambia County Sheriff's Deputy Michael Wallers in May. On Monday, the county's Criminal Justice Standards and Training Commission announced it had reviewed the case and placed Wallers on a 1-year probationary period from serving at any law enforcement agency in Florida. Sounds like he's a little taser ready.
Trigger happy.
Yeah. The lawsuit filed in federal court in Pensacola alleges Wallers violated Byron's civil rights, committed battery against her and caused her hardships, including physical injuries, monetary loss, medical expenses, humiliation and mental anguish.
You called me hardships.
Do we know why?
Why she was tased?
Yes.
Good.
Waller's attorney wouldn't comment Thursday but denied the allegations in a court document. The incident happened in June 2015 when Wallers stopped by an apartment complex where Byron was working. So the policeman is Wallers, Byron's the Stephanie, the bird who got tased. According to court documents, Wallers was in his full uniform and used his apparent law enforcement authority to intimidate, harass and threaten Byron about her personal life. Don't know why. The lawsuit says Wallers took Byron's tea and when she went to retrieve it, he fired his stun gun at her. She said she was knocked to the floor and the court document says Wallers jumped onto Ms. Byron, kneeling her in the chest. He then removed the stun gun prods from her body and left. He doesn't sound very good. The lawsuit also says Wallers told his employer that he accidentally discharged his device into a pillow at his house. So I'm assuming, because I don't know anything about tasers and that if you go back to work and your taser's wires are all hanging out and you have no charge, that they say, "What happened there, mate? Just fired it into a pillow."
Into my
otherwise
pillow.
known as Stephanie Byron.
Oh, my God. He's dreadful.
Doesn't sound good.
I'm hoping the investigation is not ongoing in that one too.
So I like this because sometime after that, Wallace, who's obviously very sorry, sent Byron a photo of a cake with the words, "Sorry I tased you" on it in blue frosting. Byron's attorney entered a photo of the cake as an exhibit into the court file. The cake provides his version of the encounter and clearly shows a person, Wallace, firing the taser at Miss Byron. Now, in the actual article, the cake was not pictured, so I couldn't see it. They had done a recreation of the cake. And it was like a rectangle cake that looked like a kid's, birthday cake. And it had blue frosting, sorry, I tased you. And then it had like a little policeman with a taser and another person, copping it. It was just so ridiculous. So I'm not sure what the cake really tells us anyway.
He's not right.
Yeah. It also reads, "Sorry, I tased you." The complaint reads, "The cake depicts two stick figures in frosting, with one aiming something with black wires at the other person." Byron's lawyer, J. Alistair Mackenzie, said Friday the cake photo was texted to his client, wasn't taken by Wallace. So
somebody else has done that.
What?
Yeah. The cake had been baked and photographed by a Massachusetts police officer. He had accidentally stunned another officer, according to an interview with the officers on the website Gizmodo. He was resigned from the sheriff's office in July 2015. So he didn't even go to the effort to get a cake baked and made and frosted. He just found a funny story about this one time one policeman accidentally tased another policeman and sent him an apology cake, and he took the photo of that and sent it to this woman. I feel there's a backstory that we haven't got in these.
That's what I was thinking. They've got history.
There's something going on.
That's not a random encounter.
Okay.
It doesn't smack of professional,ism, really.
At an apartment she was working at, he was
hassling about her personal life. He was hassling her about her personal life, and he took her tea off her, and she tried to retrieve her tea. What is going on there?
What sort of tea was it?
It's like, I feel like they're talking in riddles, really, aren't they? It's like, can you just tell us what you really mean? Yeah. What do you mean? What was he asking about her person? How did they know each other? What do you mean she was working but she had tea? I'm confused.
Can you whack that into Google Translate and see what comes out?
What's ChatGPT say about it? Wallace's attorney denied the allegations in a written response to the complaint. The response also said Wallace is protected by qualified immunity rights that can shield government officials from civil liability lawsuits if the official did not knowingly violate a citizen's rights while performing their duties. Well, I don't think you are protected by those rights.
Sounds like he did do that.
You did absolutely violated a citizen's rights and abused your power and authority in using your taser. Byron is seeking compensatory damages, costs, expenses, and reasonable attorney fees. And then there's a correction that says, in a previous version of this story, the AP reported erroneously details about a cake reading, "Sorry, I tased you." The woman's attorney says the deputy sent a photo of the cake made by someone else to the woman. The deputy did not bake the cake himself, as stated in the lawsuit. I like that they clarified that. No, I'm not, because he's so lazy he can't even be bothered making a cake for her.
I would take a cheesecake cake shop to someone's birthday and not expect to be pulled apart for it because I didn't bake it myself.
No, it's not that he didn't bake it. No, go to the cheese shop, but at least don't just use a photo of someone else's cake for someone else's incident, is what I'm saying.
That's practical. It's a low-grade crime.
I don't know that there's...
I think he's just given her the bird. Sending her the photo was giving her the bird.
There's not a lot of "Sorry, I tased you" cakes readily available. I wouldn't.
You could have commissioned one.
Exactly, that's time and effort and money. If you
and
want it off the shelf, which you probably did, just want it off the shelf.
He's not sorry he tased her. Is my point.
But that's the thing that I like. Regardless of said,
why is he apologising? Really?
What
he's
are you
not,
doing, mate.
He's not apologising. He's being a
trying to cut you
off. Yeah, I think it's more that. I think he's possibly an ex
or someone going on there that
Yes, there's been some foreplay to this story.
Block and report spam is what she should have done with that cake picture.
She should have, absolutely. Right, the next one, abcnews.go.com, US, Florida. Florida woman arrested after selling human remains on Facebook Marketplace.
On Marketplace?
I mean, where else would you sell it on Facebook?
Like, were they, like the furniture or the bags or the the belt buckle made out of nipples?
That's it. What category?
Was it fashion?
I use Marketplace to sell things. What category would you put human remains under?
But it depends. Who was the one who was making chairs out of people's skin?
Ed Gein.
Ed Neal.
Was that
Ed Gein?
Yeah. So
what is it?
Ed Gein.
Gein.
Ed Gein. Yeah.
I think if you were doing that, you'd put it under chair or furniture or something. But if it's literally just someone's hand,
it's bones. I think it's human bones.
Oh,
no,
where's she getting
that's
access
not
to
okay.
those?
You did that story about the undertaker who was taking organs. I think there is a bit of a trade in bits and pieces in the US.
I think that's what it's called.
On Marketplace, though, bits and pieces.
That's it. It's the bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, I'm here.
Trash and treasure.
Yeah.
Okay. It says that someone says here the bones may come from archaeological digs, the medical examiner's office said. So this story was by Megan Forrester. It's quite recent, the 15th of April 2025. The owners of a Florida curio shop have been arrested for selling human remains on Facebook Marketplace, according to the Orange City Police Department. Kimberly, spelt Kymberlee.
No, it's not.
Pretty spelling.
Pretty spelling.
Ironically, Kimberly Shopper, spelt Shopper, 52.
Her surname is Shopper.
Shopper. She's been doing too much shopping.
Oh,
she is
a
the
lot going on with that name.
curio shop co-owner, Mrs. Shopper, and Ashley Leslie. What? Lelazy. I was going to say Leslie, but Lelazy were arrested and charged with the purchase or sale of human organs and tissue, according to court records. This is something I haven't seen in the 17 years I've worked for this agency. It's definitely bones is definitely part of it. Well, tissue,
organs and
Who's
tissue.
buying it? Like, what do you put?
I reckon not.
I don't use Marketplace, but I wouldn't have thought people were on there looking for that. No?
You'd be amazed at what people are buying.
I would be, clearly, yeah.
I haven't looked for it myself. I tend to look for things like a jet ski, secondhand caravan.
If I did go looking for human organs and tissue and bones popped up, I'd be like, come on. No.
Get your algorithm right. The search
doesn't belong
right.
in that category. No.
Put it in bits and pieces. It doesn't belong here.
It's like pulling the bone out of a bit of fish.
And how'd they find out about it?
Because you don't want it.
Good question. So to recap, this is something I haven't seen in the 17 years that I've worked for this agency. Orange City Police Department Captain Sheriff L. Sharmi told ABC News. Orange City is located about a half an hour north of Orlando. FYI, someone's clearly padding out this article. So police began looking into Shopper's store Wicked Wonderland back in December 2023 when they received a tip regarding a business within the city attempting to sell human bones, according to the charge affidavit.
The story has just become a whole lot scarier because it's called Wicked Wonderland. That just makes you think.
Wicked Wonderland.
That selling bones.
Who's buying them for what? Tell me more.
I don't know that the article will tell us that much. But Shopper's store was allegedly selling 2 human skull fragments for $90. Seems cheap.
What's the going rate? I don't know.
A small clavicle
is it?
And a scapula for $90. A human rib for $35. A human vertebrae for $35. And a partial human skull for $600, the affidavit said.
Did the rib have meat on it?
No, I don't believe it did.
It's not worth $35.
I mean,
you'd want a rack for that.
You can't get a pig's rack for $35.
I love it doing it by the kilo, by the pound, I guess.
Exactly. I mean, if it's one human rib, what would it weigh? 100 grams?
Would you pay more for a rack of human ribs than you would a rack of pig's ribs? I think it's less.
It's long pig.
You pay less for it.
I'd pay less because there's no meat on it. And if it's only...
and it's human. I'm not going to really eat it.
The point I'm saying, imagine this rib is no more than 100 grams. That's $350 a kilo they're charging for these ribs.
But I'm saying you'd want a whole rack, not one.
You're comfortable with... You think that's...
I don't know, it's a bit expensive.
You've gone through the catalogue that comes through the post, like... whatever, like an IGA or a Farmer Jack.
Oh, so
you won't believe
Innovations
catalogue. It tells you what they've got for, like everything's on sale. Oh, you're not going to believe this. They got human ribs on $350 a kilo this week.
And I don't think it's a bargain. I was in Costco the other day looking at the price of brisket, and it was $14.99 a kilo. I mean, this seems like very expensive, $350 for some ribs.
Well, it's only one rib, though. It's not.
Yeah, I was
saying
no, because it's $35. So imagine it's 100 grams. I'm saying it might not even be. It might be 50 grams. It might only weigh 50 grams. In which case, it's a $700 rack for a kilo. $700 for a kilo.
It's a lot.
You wouldn't want to be feeding your family. That's all I'll say.
No, cost of living crisis. My God,
I know, right? That's why you don't have good things. You don't have nice things.
That's why we don't have nice things.
Yes, can we compare it to the last rib that was sold to see how much inflation has affected that price?
It's crazy. But also, what do you like a human vertebrae? I mean, comparatively, it's a bit more interesting than a rib, isn't it? And that's also $35. And a partial human skull. But it's only one piece. $600 for a partial human skull.
Partial? What do you do with a partial skull?
Correct.
Ashtray on the coffee table?
It depends on
what leaky one. Could be a leaky one because it's only partial.
So police spoke to Lil Leslie, the other partner, the co-owner of Wicked Wonderland.
You're really doing a job with that.
How would you say it?
Yeah.
Lelesi. Lelesi, maybe?
Lelesi.
Lelesi. Okay, so police spoke to Lelesi, the co-owner of Wicked Wonderland, who said the store had been selling human bones for several years and was unaware that it was prohibited in the state of Florida. Oh, we've been doing this for ages. What's the issue?
I was thinking when you were saying who's the buyer, I'm thinking, no, it's just that they were selling it. No one actually bought it, but it sounds like they've got lots of buyers.
It's a great market. We've been doing really well out of it.
Is it dogs?
Pieces, nips and nubs.
That's the other thing. I'm not sure. I mean, a person who specialises in identification of bones would know that they were human, but I wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, by the price you would. $35
well, you'd want it to be a real human.
A kilo. Please, Kate.
No, that's just one rib.
I just want you to use the per kilo price thing, please.
It's nearly $700. It's very expensive.
My grandmother used to call my mum. My mum and I, well, we've laughed about this for, decades. One of the conversations that they would have is my grandma would call and she would tell my mum like how much a kilo it was for beans or whatever. Like that was a conversation. Or, down there goes, oh, it's, $1.50 a kilo for beans or whatever else. That's what it feels like to me. It's like,
Being down the grocer.
What they want, human ribs.
Tell them they're dreaming.
$350 a kilo today. Yeah,
Well, look,
it's like if she was like the market watch.
If it wasn't fairly obvious to you both, Wicked Wonderland appears to be flogging a bunch of occult type things.
I was getting that kind of impression.
Getting that vibe. So oddities, curiosities and unusual art. They have preservation services. So they offer a variety of animal and pet preservation services, otherwise known as taxidermy, or mummification or skeletal cleaning. They also do events and ceremonies, and they preside over events. So maybe next time we're in America and we're doing
I don't think they'd let us in.
Drug-fueled homosexual event. I was trying to think of the name of it. We might ring them and get them to do some work with us on that. But yes, and then they say they have bone art and jewellery. They don't actually mention they have doll and clown art. Custom leather jewelry.
Oh, my God. We've got to go. I think we need to make a trip to this place. This is like right up our alley.
Custom leather jewelry and BDSM accessories.
All we'd have to say is, could we have some of your customer contact list, please? And we could probably work out trial by wine for the next decade.
Guilty.
Yeah, guilty.
Well, the last thing on that section says a large selection of wet specimens.
Oh,
well, that sounds like a wet market. What's that from?
China.
Wuhan wet market. Now, does this place still exist? Do we know?
Yes, it does.
Open?
That's what I'm looking at. It's got animal skulls. I'm on their website right now. That's where I'm getting this from.
I'm too scared to look it up. What's it called?
Yeah, I'm not looking.
Okay, hang on. So going back to the price of things, right? So here they have a
per kilo, please.
Well, they have the first thing that they're flogging on their website currently is a blood vial necklace kit. Make your own, it says. $55.
The name Angelina Jolie, and
it's a very should change it to Whack Job Wonderland.
Discreet little thing. A skeleton key, selling old keys for $5. I think that's a rip-off. Iron coffin nails for $4 each. I mean, think about this in Australian dollars.
Iron coffin nails.
I think that's a reach. I'll be honest.
I
think if you're the kind of person who thinks you're so dark and you're so mysterious and you're so cool, and you think, oh, yeah, I've got to have the $4 coffin nail, I think it's a reach. Personally,
The
I think
five-
you make you're making your whole personality about this dark, macabre world. It's a reach.
It's whack job Wonderland.
Do you want to know how
you're
much they
buying it.
charge? And I can't imagine they have more than one of these, but perhaps I'm wrong. How much they charge for a mummified piglet in a cloche?
I don't know that I do.
Only
Go on,
$67.
tell
I
us.
feel like a Manson video.
It looks a bit like it. Only $67. And yet, by comparison, and boys, you could make money out of this. So they've got a ram skull there from a obviously deceased ram. You've got goats and rams and things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next time one dies in the creek and it just slowly disappears, keep the skull. $225 US. They're selling that.
Does it have big curly horns though?
Yes,
or does it?
yes, it does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it
think
has.
we would.
Yeah, yes, it does. It has curly
Hey,
horns.
yours
Can
not
you
that
have
dramatic.
How much for a hornless ram skull?
Oh, I
Asking
don't
for a
think they've
friend.
got one.
It might be to your advantage. Maybe it doesn't incur the same tariffs as a
No,
another
but-
one.
Oh yeah, it could be.
Going back to the embalmed piglet, right? They've also got an embellished raccoon skull, which I would have thought in America is pretty common. You can get.
I
raccoon
don't think I
Embellished?
ever need
What's
to
an
hear the word
embellished?
embalmed piglet again in my life.
No, me
I
too.
think
It's that it's in a cloche that gets me,
I know it's so high end.
isn't it?
Embalmed piglet in
What's an
cloche.
embellished raccoon skull though? Has it got like
so-
diamantes and
They've
stuff?
had the
or-
bedazzler out.
It's a chain. What they've done is they've drilled a hole on either side of its like cheekbone, and they've put a chain round it. That's all it is. That's the only embellishment.
For what?
$59 US.
Not so you can wear it around your neck.
I thought it was a stakeout.
It's literally wearing its chain around its own neck. If it had
It's
one,
wearing its chain.
Oh God.
it's a raccoon skull. It's the top
Sounds
half of a
like-
raccoon's head.
I mean, it's embellishment.
Anyway,
This
this
store.
Wicked
We could
Wonderland
honestly
is
go and
full
park out the
of
front of
crap.
this.
Well, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
if you're interested, you're a US
Suspect
listener.
list.
Head on down to Wicked
Let's
Wicked
do a
Women of
stakeout.
Wonderland. Oh, they've got
Great
photos
show.
of themselves.
Stakeout.
There they are.
Totally.
Kim and Ash. There we go. There's Kim and Ash. Right. And they're lovely looking women too. Right. A little witchy. They're a bit witchy. But
Gothic.
Wouldn't have thought.
well, they're a
wouldn't
bit
have guessed.
witchy. Yes, yes. And that's I don't have any problem with that. I feel like their price point for a rib is expensive, but other than that. Good old
Maybe they do a price match.
Lalezi, or what do we say her name was?
Beat it by
Anyway,
10%.
Ashley.
Find an identical item elsewhere. We'll beat it by
Great prize at just the
10%.
beginning.
She couldn't understand it. She was like, we've been doing this for ages. What's the problem? Shopper and Lalezi later met with police where Shopper showed documentation from PayPal, but she had redacted certain information to protect the privacy, I'm guessing, of the purchasers.
Of the whack
For the
jobs.
sick fuck who bought it.
Shopper
Yeah.
told police the bones were indeed educational models and that a warrant would be
What?
required if further information was needed. So, if you want more, you're going to have to get serious. Police submitted 5 pieces of human bones from Wicked Wonderland as evidence, with the Volusia County Medical Examiner's Office finding that the fragments likely represented 2 different individuals, one of possible archaeological origin and the other of anatomical origin, according to the affidavit. So one was probably one of those skeletons that people used to buy, and the other one was from a dig, which is very naughty.
Are you not allowed to do that? The first bit. When you said that the skeletons people used to buy. Is that not a thing?
They make them out of plastic nowadays. They don't
Okay.
generally. What they used to do is they used to get bodies from like third world countries like India, and they would use those skeletons. I'm talking about a long time ago. Nowadays, they're produced in resin or plastic.
What's the educational value of a rib?
Well, I think, okay, I'm just trying to work out where you got that. Oh, educational models. What I'm saying is they were most
educational
likely,
models.
yeah, they were
Sorry.
full skeletons or partial skeletons used for the purposes of showing people anatomy, and they've
Yeah.
been broken down and sold off.
Yeah, I thought she was saying that the bones they were selling were
No,
for educational purposes or something.
no, I think what she's saying is they've come out of a
Great.
full skeleton. We've just
Yeah.
cut it up and sold it off in parts. It does better that way, Selling a full
Bits and
skeleton.
pieces.
There's not a market for a
Yes
full
and
skeleton, but one rib,
Yep.
I'm telling you.
You can sell it
Right.
10 times over, or what is it, 12, 13? I don't know. I need the educational
Well, that's the
model.
number of ribs,
Clearly.
but then think of all the other bones in a skeleton. How many
yeah.
bones in the human body?
Many.
Lots.
I probably knew when we were in primary school.
307
Yeah, I
or
was going to
something.
say 200.
Yeah.
That's how many days in
Something
the year.
like
I don't know.
that.
I'm making shit up. Yeah, in human body. 270. There you go. Newborns have 270. Adults have 206 because they all come together. So not as many. It's a very freakish human that has 371 bones, according to me. Right.
It's twins.
Well, they've had a nasty accident. They're all broken. Conjoined twins?
Siamese.
Yeah. All right. So Shopper was taken into custody on Thursday and was released on a bail of $7,500, which is quite a lot.
How many ribs is that?
Well, it's actually only 10 kilos of ribs. You'll find. I think you'll find at $700 a kilo. So it's not immediately clear if Shopper has obtained a lawyer. Lalezi has also been charged with the same crime, El Shami told ABC News. It's not clear whether Lalezi is in police custody or has obtained a lawyer either. I don't know. They seem happy on their website. Yep. In a post on the store's Facebook page, the pair wrote of the store closing. What?
Let's call them.
Shall I message them? They've got their chat open right now. Shall I open a chat? They said, do you want to ask a question? I said, no, thank you. No, I'm not going to do that. They might put us
How many ribs?
I know.
Have you got the full set of ribs?
How much for 10 ribs? How much does a rib weigh? That's what
steak knives?
You know, have you got any of your embalmed piglet in a cloche?
I'm looking for a vajazzled raccoon.
I'm very interested in symmetry. I can't just have one embalmed piglet in a cloche. I need two. I need it for my tool. What do you call it? My hall stand. And I really need one at either end. I can't possibly have just one. Do you happen to have two embellished piglets in a cloche? Yeah. Oh God. Anyway, and yet they're not in trouble for that. They're only in trouble for the human bones. Never mind. So they have said on their Facebook page, Wicked Wonderland is currently temporarily closed due to dedicating our time to the care of a beloved family member in their final moments. Absolutely nothing more. While there may be a whirlwind of misguiding information, and I think you mean misguided, but anyway.
Oh, really?
Information. Yes, and horrendous assumptions and opinions, we're choosing to focus on what we always have: love, life, death, and family.
There's somewhere between 206 and 270 sales items in that family member.
They got new inventory. We're just getting some new inventory.
I hadn't even thought of that. That's terrible. You guys are terrible. I hadn't even thought of that. But you're right. Everything's an opportunity, isn't it?
We're just waiting on new stock to arrive.
Oh, goodness. So Shopper's arraignment was scheduled for the 1st of May. So that would have happened, and I have no further news on that. But their website's still live, so I'm assuming they're good.
Oh.
And they've got past
it. We can only hope.
And then they've probably got told off and they're no longer selling it.
Just in case you've got any ideas, I actually really don't want the embalmed piglet in the cloche for Christmas, Schmidty, please. If you were thinking
disappoints me. I've already ordered it. It's on its way.
It's a very specific gift, isn't it? You want to make sure you're giving it to the right person. It's not what to give someone who's got everything.
Maybe it's never the thing you buy for yourself,
No.
I do have an update because I've looked at their Facebook page now. And Wicked Wonderland have posted on the 3rd of May an honest update from us.
An honest update.
Others were not. But anyway.
As opposed to all the other ones.
Yeah. They say this isn't easy to share, but it's time to be real with you. Due to the tough circumstances and the unfortunate loss of opportunities to vend at the major events we had planned for this summer, i.e. we can't sell human bones anymore.
On Marketplace.
We've had to make some difficult decisions. For now, we'll be closing our physical doors and shifting our focus entirely to our online platform, more travelling expos and even more surprises. The truth is we simply don't have the resources to keep up the legal fight and continue pouring our time and energy into running the shop in person. It's heartbreaking, but we're not giving up, just changing direction. Just changing directions. We're just not going to sell human bones anymore.
I don't think I can hear the sound of hearts breaking all over the world at that announcement.
We truly hope this isn't goodbye. Please stick with us as we make this transition. Your continued support means everything. As a final in-store hurrah, we're running sales all month long. This Friday and Saturday, everything in shop, excluding handmade items, will be 25% off. We'll be closed this Sunday. May the 4th be with you. It's your last chance to grab that piece of someone's body that you've had your eye on and help us keep going through this transition. All our love, Kim and Ash.
Now, more importantly, what were the comments? What did people say in response to that?
Yeah, well done.
Oh, yeah, we know that they'll be like...
Very positive commentary.
I'm sure it is. We've loved to find your bones in offal and stuff.
I'm so sorry this is a thing, but it's just a stepping stone along the path. I missed out on several classes and I hope we can see many more adventures from
I
Yarra.
thought you were going to say I missed out on several items because demand was so strong.
No, that she missed out on classes on how to classes.
Classes.
Piglet embalming 101.
Yeah, pig embalming.
Yeah. I was so looking forward.
Vajazzling your raccoon skull.
You laugh, but I do think taxidermy is probably one of those crafts that does need. It's a craftsman's skill, and there's not enough of it anymore. Yeah,
I've been
Not
to a
through
taxidermy.
Wicked Wonderland though.
No, I've been to a taxidermy museum in Paris. It was a friend of a friend took us there because it was the kind of thing people did of a Sunday afternoon. It was incredible, but it was, it's not something to be. Not so much macabre. It was just incredible in the sense that it's not something that you'd learn at. Well, like you go to Wicked Wonderland. It's
Bunnings Workshop.
Yeah, it's kind of like
they're doing all right.
What do you call it? Like Cert 2 in
taxidermy,
like Cert 1 in taxidermy.
You should see the shit on their Facebook.
I really shouldn't.
They are still going, so they're doing some pop-up events, specialty pop-up events. As of September, they were showing their wares, and not a human rib in sight.
It'd be their busy season now in the lead up to Halloween.
Halloween, yeah, you think so?
Yeah. What's that face?
Something disgusting. I'm not sure what it is. So, no, don't go on that Facebook page. It's got some. Oh, there's some wet. What were they called? Wet specimens. They've got some wet specimens. They've got a heart of something, some eyeballs in a jar, an octopus in a jar. Anyway, we've probably spent too long on the Wicked Wonderland story.
There's roadkill.
No, we haven't.
There's roadkill everywhere here. I reckon we could start harvesting some of it.
I think we are missing out on it.
How much for a vajazzled kangaroo skull?
Get at least 100 Australian. And the vajazzling, by the way, was nothing more, I kid you not, a couple of key ring and a chain through the bone.
We could do better than that.
We could, yeah. We could put Diamante chains on it. You can buy it
sparkles
rolls
as well.
You have to sparkle it, don't you? I mean, if you're going to have a dead kangaroo skull in your house, you've got to have a sparkly one, don't you?
And what I think is interesting about that is that I don't think people here in Australia have thought that. So it would bring something new to market.
Apart from
put something on Marketplace now and see what happens.
Apart from kangaroo scrotum purses, though, that's
there's plenty of them. If I was to do a wanted to buy vajazzled kangaroo skull and just see if anyone's selling, maybe
I'd be interested to see how that goes. All right, let's move on to our next Florida story. So this one has the headline: "A Florida man robs pizza delivery man and soils himself."
Hey, back in my wheelhouse here.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, here we go.
Literally.
Slightly old story by Caitlin Doorknobs. Sorry. Yep, no.
What?
Dawnboz. Her name is Dawnboz, and I read it as Doorknobs.
Let's go with Doorknobs. That'll do.
Caitlin Doorknob.
Good old Doorknobs.
It's Dawnboz. Sorry. I bet she gets doorknobs all the time. April 6, 2019.
Poor woman. What an unusual name.
Unfortunate name, yep. Well, Dawn Boss is probably not an unfortunate name. It's just that she's going to get called Doorknobs for sure.
That was her surname. Her name's Dawn, is it?
No, her name is Caitlin. Dawn Boz.
I mean, that's an unfortunate name. It's not Doorknobs.
If you're not careful, you'll read it as Dawn.
Say it 3 times fast. You'll be doorknobs and everywhere.
Dawn Boss. Right. So when you got to go, you got to go. Even apparently when you're on the run, or as we like to put it,
when you got the runs. On the runs with the runs.
Yeah. On the 27th of June at around 8:40 p.m., an employee of the Mount Dora Domino's Pizza on Highway 441 was heading out for a delivery when a 30-year-old Brent Van Bezian allegedly approached him with a gun, demanding money. The pizza delivery man asked if it was a joke, and Van Bezian of Eustis told him no, and he would kill him. Fearing for his life, and rightly so, the pizza man gave him all he had, a whopping $10, and Van Bezian ran away. Now, then Van Bezian...
I thought he stole a pizza off him.
I know. He just robbed a delivery driver. He then made his wife drive him home from Domino's, according to a Lake County Sheriff's Office report. There, they changed clothes before going to a gas station. When the couple tried returning again to their apartment, Van Bezian saw deputies at their home. That's when he soiled himself, and made his wife take him to his mum's house.
Don't get it.
There, Van Bezian told his mother he did something stupid. The cops were looking for him and he could get 10 years for it, according to a report. Van Bezian then asked to come inside because he had pooped his pants and wanted to tell her goodbye, his mother told deputies.
Tell me the mother said, he's not the Messiah, he's a very
naughty
boy.
I bet he did. And he's pooped his pants. I do think it's funny the way Americans say pooped.
Yeah, stay outside, I'll hose you down. You're not coming in like that.
I don't care what you've done. So there's no excuse for that. Yes. So Van Bezian's mother ultimately let him inside for a short time before sending him back home, according to a report. That's where deputies met him and searched his apartment. Deputies didn't immediately find any evidence. They did, however, find a roll of toilet paper in his wife's purse that she said her mother-in-law gave to her. So it sounds to me like he went to his mum's house and he said, Mum, could you please let me in? I've done something really bad and I've pooed myself. And she said, you're not coming in, and handed the wife a roll of toilet paper.
The best I'll do is give you toilet paper.
Go sort yourself out.
It was 2019, you said, wasn't it?
Yes.
Wasn't
2016.
COVID...
Originally published in 2016.
Wasn't during the toilet paper shortage of COVID times.
No, this had been updated by Caitlin Doorknobs in 2019, but it was originally in 2016 it was published. So when deputies questioned his wife, she told them about her husband's crime and that she was a victim of domestic violence who was forced to drive him around.
Is the domestic violence because he shat himself and stunk in the car and she was forced to drive him around?
I'm really not quite sure, but this is a man. Apparently also the gun was later determined to be a BB gun. So he's got a BB gun. He's threatening the delivery driver. He goes to his mum's house. He poos himself when the deputies go to his house because that's how brave he is. He goes to his mum's house. She says, you're not coming in here with your poopy pants. Oh, all right, you can come in for 2 seconds.
You can come in while I look for a toilet roll.
And then she gives toilet roll to the wife and sends them back on their way. They go back home. The cops don't find the $10 that's missing. They just find the toilet paper in the wife's handbag. And that's
because he got petrol. I reckon he got $10 worth of petrol.
Yeah, to drive around to his mum's house to say goodbye because he thinks he's going to do 10 years for taking $10 and pooing his pants. And then the wife is then also shopping him saying, I'm the victim of domestic abuse and he forces me to drive him around. A likely story, I mean, she might be, but also she may not be, and it might just be an easy out for her. And then deputies eventually did arrest Van Bezian on Tuesday, and this is back in 2016, and booked him into Lake County Jail. He was arrested on charges of battery, robbery with a firearm, witness tampering, and release violation, but not possession of meth, which, given his loose bowels, is surprising.
Witness tampering.
Which might be the wife. It might be this idea that the wife is just doing as she's told and she's the witness. Or maybe his mum. I don't know. Maybe he said to the wife, don't tell anyone. And that's witness tampering.
Very confusing. That's why I couldn't be a meth head, because if that was my day, I'd be struggling to keep up.
It's too hard to follow, isn't it? All right, so it wouldn't be a collection of Florida stories without a certain animal making an appearance.
Crocodile,
the gator.
A gator. So 23rd of April, this was posted in 2024 by Nathaniel Rodriguez. Tampa, Florida this time. A man in Collier County narrowly escaped a potential deadly encounter with an 11-foot alligator on Friday. NBC affiliate BBH reported that Friday night, Rick Fingerett.
No.
Fingerett. Who else to say this name? Fingerett, maybe? F-I-N-G.
Fingerett.
Well, he probably
I want you to
says
Fingerett me. What?
I bet he calls himself Fingerett because it's spelled F-I-N-G-E-R-E-T. Fingerett.
No, I just want let me say, sorry, slowly. F-I-N.
G-E-R-E-T. Fingerett. I mean, Fingerett, maybe.
I mean, how often would you be saying to him, what do you expect me to do with that, Richard?
Rick. Yeah.
Dick Fingerett.
Rick Fingerett. It's Rick Fingerett. Rick with an R.
Is it Richard Dick?
He goes by Rick for probably good reasons because his name is Dick Fingerett.
Do you want me to dick it or finger it?
Anyway, poor Rick was
Did you notice this when you did the story?
No, I'm cold reading this. I actually just copied and pasted
I was going to say, it sounded like you just discovered it.
I did. That's why I went, Rick Fingerett. And I don't know how else to say it. Finn Jarrett, was walking his 2 Labradors near a pond in the quarry off Immokalee Road when he was attacked by the massive gator. Fingerett tried to fight off the reptile by kicking it and poking it in the eye.
Fingering it.
And nose.
Fingering it in the eye.
In the nose. Fortunately
I come
for
from
Fingerett,
a long line of fingerets. I've got you, gator.
I know what to do. Fortunately for Fingerett, his neighbour Walter Rudder happened to be driving by and saw the man trapped on the ground with his legs inside the alligator's mouth.
Oh my God.
Surely Walter Rudder was in a boat.
No, he was driving by. They were walking by. He was walking past a pond, and this massive gator came out, and then his legs were in the alligator's mouth, apparently. I was driving, and we saw a man lying on the ground waving his arm, Rudder told WBBH. We pulled over, and I got out of the car, and I saw that an alligator had him by the leg.
Are they all on meth?
With not much time to think, Rudder ran over the alligator with his car, which released Fingerett from its
mouth.
I'm guessing the body. Yeah, I'm guessing it expressed some surprise at having its stomach. Yeah. Oh, what are you doing?
Or the air popped and it popped it open kind of thing.
Maybe. Anyway.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Goodness me. According to WBBH, Fingerett survived the attack but said he didn't know what would have happened if his neighbour didn't help him. So there you go. That was good.
Poor gator.
I know. I've got to,
got fingered and run over.
He was eating a person. He's probably just hungry. He should have gone for the dogs. I mean, I like that the dogs didn't get harmed, but he did have 2 Labradors.
I don't think he should have gone for the dogs.
I think the man should have avoided anywhere where there was going to be a gator, i.e. Florida. Yeah. So the next one is from fox35orlando.com, and this is Florida woman allegedly caught with drugs in a bag labelled bag of drugs.
Oh my God. For dogs?
Dogs, yeah. They should be.
It branched out.
Bag of
drugs. It's our new line. We've got a bag of drugs for dogs. A
Florida woman found herself behind bars after a traffic stop yielded the discovery of several drugs stashed inside a bag labelled bag of drugs, according to Florida Highway Patrol.
Drugs.
Wait until I get to the list. Lauren Riley, 41, was arrested and charged with the following after the incident that unfolded in the area of 4th Avenue North and Haynes Road in St. Petersburg on Saturday, according to the arrest affidavit. And I apologise, I don't know what date this was. It's some time ago. She was arrested for possession of cocaine, possession of crack cocaine, possession of methamphetamine, possession of hydromorphone, possession of alprazolam, don't know what it is, possession of
pharmacy,
amphetamine and dextroamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia.
She's a party chick.
She's probably a dealer. Just before 11:30 a.m., Riley was spotted in her vehicle, albeit not at the vehicle, without a seatbelt and rummaging around the passenger floorboard, the affidavit said. The trooper pulled the driver over and noticed a small, used and burnt piece of tin foil and a plastic straw in the car.
Oh, no.
Additionally, the driver said Riley was under the influence of alcohol. The driver was arrested for having an open container, according to the Florida Highway Patrol. I assume you're not allowed to have a drink or something? Correct. I don't know what that is. Riley was also asked to get out of the car as Florida Highway Patrol conducted a probable cause search, the arrest report said. A bag labelled bag of drugs was reportedly found inside Riley's purse. Here's what troopers said they found inside the bag, according to the affidavit. Metal spoon, 4 glass pipes with residue, plastic baggies with white residue, full needle, 2 straws, 3.25 grams of cocaine, 1.75 grams of crack cocaine, 1 gram of crystal meth, 1.5 pills of hydromorphone, 2 pills of amphetamine, dextroamphetamine, and 4.5 pills of alprazolam.
Oh, that's personal use.
It is personal use.
They're very small amounts. She's not.
I wouldn't have any idea what is a large or small amount. I think you're probably right.
That needle sounds attractive, though. If the pipes have got residue on them, that needle's not sterile.
They didn't say anything about heroin, though. They just said a full needle, so I don't know what's in it. Bloody Florida. Oh, sorry, that's the next story. So there you go. That's the story of, what was her name?
Bag of Dicks.
Bag of Dicks.
I mean, honestly, what
Lauren
a
Riley
dickhead.
with a bag of dicks.
She's hiding her drugs in a bag
She'd be better off
Labelled
having
bag of drugs.
our merchandise that says bag of dog dicks and putting her drugs in that.
Bag of dicks for dogs.
Bag of dicks for dogs. They would be like, oh, sorry, you're right, not dog dicks. No, we do not produce dog dicks. We produce dicks for dogs. Sorry, my mistake. Sorry.
Easy. It's an easy mistake. Yeah. Everyone's doing it.
Doorknobs.
Do you think that could be our merch?
I still can't get it right. Door bonds. Anyway.
Okay, what do you call that? A calico or canvas bag that says bag of dicks for dogs. Yes, with the artwork on it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what our merchandise line's going to be. Yeah. Do you remember the old bag of laughs? Do you remember those? That's how I imagined it.
Yes.
Bag of laughs, you touch it and it goes, ah, ha, ha, ha. Except for us, you just open it and it's dicks for dogs. Yep. So my last story, I believe, is one about a bloody Florida man allegedly sics pit bull on deputies during chaotic roadside takedown.
What? Can you read that again?
Bloody Florida man allegedly sics pit bull on deputies during chaotic roadside takedown.
That wasn't
I heard 6 pit bulls, and I'm thinking that's a lot.
As in sick 'em Rex.
Yes, yeah. No, I've got it now. And was he like covered in blood, or was he just a bloody Florida man?
No, he's covered in blood. Yeah,
I thought that too.
First time I read it, I thought it was very Australian. Bloody
Florida man sics his pit bull.
What started as a reported road rage incident in Dunelon spiraled into a chaotic arrest involving a man, his pit bull, a naked child, over $15,000 in discarded bills.
How did that not make the headline?
And enough fentanyl to kill over 4,000 people, according to the Marion County Sheriff's Office.
There's a lot of drugs in these stories, isn't there?
I know.
Oddly.
Because
naked
all the
baby, was that on fentanyl?
Naked child. No, I don't think a child was. We'll get to that, I think.
Why was it naked then?
Probably because it was under the care of somebody who does fentanyl.
Because how would you say this name?
Oh, it's just a hot day.
How do you say? Oh, hang on.
Jose.
I don't think it's Jose. Give me a second. No, give me a second. Pop that into a pronunciation guide. I don't want to get it wrong.
No.
Unlike the other names.
Yes, I was going to say.
This man sounds scary. I don't want to get his name wrong.
Oh. Wiggers.
That's exactly what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say it.
Josue.
No way, Josue.
No way, Josue. Josue. Josue is how it's said in Spanish. And I'm guessing his name is Josue Hernandez, that he is Spanish or something.
You think?
Hernandez. So Josue Hernandez, 38, is facing several charges after the incident that unfolded in the area of 17,000 Southwest Highway 484 on Saturday evening. Battery on officer, 2 counts. Resisting arrest with violence. Child neglect without great bodily harm. No clothes. Trafficking in fentanyl, more than 4 grams. Possession.
How much fentanyl did he have? I thought it was quite a lot.
Enough to kill 4,000 people.
Oh, is that all?
Possession of drug paraphernalia. Well, he's got more than 4 grams. I'm not quite sure what the top end of that is. It could be anything. But I think we might find out. So here we go.
It.
The Marion County Sheriff's Office was alerted to a possible fight in the road stemming from a road rage incident. And when a deputy arrived to the scene, he found one of the people involved in the alleged incident. That person, identified as Hernandez, was seen throwing garbage out of the open windows of his vehicle, the affidavit said. This garbage was later determined to be over $15,000 in bills of different denominations, deputies said. No other details about the road rage incident were made immediately available. He's just chucking money out the car. Don't know why.
Just, sorry, at the risk of ruining my search history, because I've just Googled how much fentanyl will kill someone. Now I'm in trouble. Fentanyl can be lethal with the first use. It only takes a 2 milligram dose.
And he's got 4 grams. So 4 grams could kill...
That's many. That's like many. 4,000 divided by 2. Is that what we're doing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
4,000 divided by
2,000.
2,000.
2,000.
Why did I have to?
Let me just put that through the calculator.
I was way overcomplicating that. 2,000
is it
people 2,000? Could kill with that.
Not 4,000. Maybe they feel like it was really strong fentanyl and only needed 1 milligram, and then it would kill 4,000. Or maybe he had actually, because it said over 4 grams, so maybe he had 8 grams. Yeah. Okay.
Look at us do our math.
We've sorted that out, thank God for that.
I won't do
math. That's
right. Swanee goes silent for that one.
Yeah, I noticed
So,
she
it's
took,
like, you're not going to get me involved.
It took a while to get to 2,000.
You're not tricking me.
You're not getting me involved.
All right, so when the deputy tried to speak with Hernandez, he noticed he wasn't alone in his car. In the passenger seat was a naked and unbuckled child and 2 dogs,
Feral.
one of which was an aggressive pit bull, were in the back. So the way that's written badly, but kid in the front seat, nude, no seatbelt on, and the back, 2 dogs, one possibly aggressive, 2 pit bulls in the back.
Father of the year.
Yeah. I was going to say something probably inappropriate, so I won't.
That's not like you.
Oh, it might not be his child, is all I was going to say. So
That did
pedophile
cross
of the
my
year?
mind.
He stole a baby.
Stole a baby? We don't know.
How much for the baby?
The 15,000 bills. That's why he's thrown him out there.
I mean, I guess it was his kid.
I think it's his kid.
It'd be a very big story if it wasn't, right?
I'm pretty sure
I
it's
feel
his
like
kid.
its future's not very bright.
When it's just your own parent.
Maybe no one even
asked.
asked.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe no one even checked.
I was thinking, imagine being in the police force in Florida. I mean,
what a job.
That's 100%, yes.
I was thinking about it before.
I think we should talk about that later.
I mean, you might go around and tase people and then send them, sorry, I tased you card photos.
Cakes.
The deputy asked Hernandez to step out of the car 7 times, but the suspect didn't listen, according to the arrest report. After my 7th time of requesting him to speak to me behind the car, he rolled the back driver's side window down, at which time his pit bull climbed halfway out the window, the affidavit said. He asked me, are you, I don't know, it's P with 3 stars. Are you scared of dogs?
Piss?
Are you piss?
Pussy? Puss?
But
I'm not sure.
Maybe P-U-S-Y. Are you pussy?
Are you scared of dogs? It says. So I'm not sure what that's meant to be. Are you?
So as the pit bull went to attack him, he pulled out his bag of dicks for dogs and distracted it with a handful.
I think we might be able to sell that into the Floridian police
Florida
force.
Police Force, yeah.
It's like, one moment. Look what I've got for you, champ. Bag of dicks.
Hang on. I'll just distract the dog with some dicks. That's right.
I think we'll need a bag of dicks for gators too.
Yes, I think you're right. So then he sat up out of his seat and said, I just fought one like you. I'm not quite sure. I think he's talking about another person.
Yeah.
A gator?
Appeared to get into a fighting stance and put his hands up, at which time the deputy tried to grab his wrist to physically detain him, the arrest report continued. Hernandez allegedly resisted and at one point nearly pushed the deputy into the road on Highway 484, a busy, high-traffic area. I was in fear that he would push me into the 484 and that we both could be hit by oncoming traffic. Multiple vehicles drove by us at close range during this incident, the deputy wrote in the arrest affidavit.
What's it take for this deputy to use his taser? Because the threshold has been crossed.
In point of fact, I was impressed that he didn't shoot the dog, I've got to say. So he's then, unless I did start to read this, so maybe I'm wrong. So let's just see what happens there.
Hold that thought.
Yes, so then he says, at this point during the incident, both Hernandez and the deputy were outside of the car. The report said that the deputy was trying to get Hernandez onto the ground to detain him, but Hernandez again would not listen. I was fearful that he was going to attempt to get into his driver's seat and either drive away or get a weapon from his vehicle, the deputy wrote in the affidavit. The child was still unbuckled in the front seat, and I absolutely could not allow the defendant to get into the vehicle to drive away for the sake of preserving the child's life. The deputy wound up using his taser on Hernandez twice. The second time, the deputy said that Hernandez was able to stand up, rip the taser probes out, and run in the other direction. Hernandez then called for his dog and apparently gave it commands to attack both the first deputy and the backup deputies that arrived during this moment, the affidavit said. Other deputies used capsicum spray to get the dog away from the deputies, the report said. See what I mean? They didn't actually kill the dog, which is surprising.
Which then ran out onto the road because it couldn't see properly and got hit by
a car. The report added that one of the deputies was able to take Hernandez down to the ground, but during their attempt to put handcuffs on him, the dog tried to attack the group. The dog was sprayed again. Hernandez was successfully detained. Marion County Fire Rescue then responded to transport him for his injuries. The extent of Hernandez's injuries is unknown at this time. While he was on the gurney, he allegedly spit on one of the first responders and on the group of deputies. As deputies canvassed the area along the 484, they found 15,415 bills that Hernandez had thrown from his vehicle. He didn't explain why he was throwing money out of his car, a spokesperson for the Marion County Sheriff's Office told Fox 35. Deputies also reportedly found several clear plastic baggies, which revealed 8.5 grams of fentanyl. Look at us in our minds. Yes.
That's impressive.
Additionally, the child that was in the passenger seat of the car is okay. That's how the story ended.
I don't think the child is okay. The child might be safe,
unharmed in this particular altercation.
That's going to be scarred for life. That poor little nudie,
little nude nut. And that, my friends, is my curation of Florida man and women stories for this week.
Oh.
Thank you. I think I was just about at capacity. They're a crazy bunch.
Swanee, you were all over it with the what on earth would it be like being a police person?
Can you, honestly, everything, it just goes from bad to worse to, and like, I imagine it's like that all day, every day. You know, it's just so much craziness, so much unhinged behaviour, so much, unfortunately, you know, the drug thing is such a problem. And it's interesting because there are other areas in the US in particular where you hear a lot about, you know, concentration of drugs, certainly fentanyl. There's one, what's called, got the name of somewhere else.
And from memory, it's just a painkiller.
You are given it in hospital,
I had a surgery.
Friends of our son was given it not long ago. But
did you get fentanyl?
No, but it did say fentanyl on the pain options. They gave him a pain management spreadsheet, and it had 3 different categories, and one of the categories included fentanyl, which, of course, she didn't get.
And he screamed and went, "Are you kidding me? I know where this starts. It's my gateway. No, thank you. No, thank you. You're not going to fool me. I'm not going to be like that."
I know. I'm driving around with a naked kid in the car and an aggressive pit bull in the back.
Yeah, chucking my money out the hard end out the window.
You know, there are these other real sort of hot spots where there's like people are totally drug-addled. They look like zombies, you know, all that stuff. You'll see them like that. For some reason, in Florida, it's like they're made of tougher stuff. So they're on all the gear and they can still go around and fuck around and muck around and just, they're doing crazy shit. They don't get all, you know, doped up and then go, oh, I'm going to just be out of it for a while. Oh, no. They're out of it and they're like, I got stuff to do. Shits and giggles. I'm now going to go and create mayhem. Absolutely. I don't know. I just associate like Floridian drug behaviour feels at odds with some of the other drug behaviours.
Do you think it's to do with the weather? Is it just hot and steamy? And so that with being drug fucked gets you just crazy and you're out there being naughty?
Bizarre. I don't know.
The gators? What is it?
Who knows? Like the climate
must
wildness.
You know what I mean? There's a wildness about it. Any idea about sentencing? I just feel like they're already their own sentence, frankly. Like just so much nonsense.
I just would like to give some support to the
police. I'm wondering what Friday night at the police pub is like, because we used to go to a pub in North Melbourne that was police. All the police would go there, and it was a bit of a hoot. They'd all be letting off steam and telling funny stories. Florida, what do you do on a Friday night, and how long does that night last? You'd just be going on a 2-day bender trying to share all the stories of crazy that happened that week.
I don't know if it's a thing that is a universal Florida theme, but I have been there and we have friends who had lived there before we went. And they used to always talk about dock cocktails. They'd have dock cocktails. They'd go like along the water.
Oh, in the water.
Like, you know, like there's like the
that
dock.
Kind of dock.
So they're always talking about dock cocktails. And, you know, like then everyone's having, you know,
dock cocks, right?
You know, pina coladas and really fancy, like, you know, like cocktails. Maybe they go to like a sports bar and have dark cocktails. I don't know, but maybe they can have the nicer side of Florida. I don't know.
It's something a bit classy.
Well, I guess there'd be lots of sports bars and I don't know.
Would you want a gated community pub? Because you wouldn't want to go out for drinks and then have more crazy happen. Come on, we're trying to unwind, mate.
Yeah. Maybe we create a special place in Try by Wine World for Florida police where they're sort of protected and they can get in there and they can
a safe space.
Lovely safe space.
That's nice. That's safe space for Floridian police.
Get in there and have some drinks and unwind, and there are no gators and there is no fentanyl and there's no methamphetamine. And there's none of that carry on. And then if they want to stay a little bit longer, it's a resort for them. It's a resort in a resort. And if they want to stay longer, they can have their families really like there and have a little rest. You know, and then they can recharge and go back out there into the wild world of Florida.
Queensland, like it's the best and most beautiful parts of the US in some respects. And then it's this madness as well. You know, it kind of comes, maybe it is the climate. Maybe it is. I don't know. But it is a real mix.
bag of drugs.
Right. Yeah. They certainly don't come
She
across
gets
as
a bag
the
of
brightest.
dicks. She gets a bag of dicks. Bag of dicks,
So
yeah.
that's probably part of a problem. She probably had that diet for a while, I imagine.
Mm. Could have been. I mean, you are creating quite the backstory there. But
yeah, I mean, 100% I am. I'm taking poetic license because I could imagine old mate Hsu or whatever it was. He could probably get
I can't remember.
tasered.
Hesua?
6 months
I can't
later,
remember.
policeman seeing him.
I've got Carla's disease.
We'll go and taser him.
Hesway? Was it Hesway?
Hesway, yeah.
Can't remember. Honestly, I've got Carla's disease. I've forgotten what I learned 5 seconds ago.
That's me, particularly with names.
I'm just seeing if there is any backstory.
I thought you were looking to see
here we go.
Where drinks are this Friday night for the police.
From Reason Magazine, just the top line says...
Reason Magazine, that sounds
Deputy Michael Wallace took a friend's tea and used his taser on her after she tried to get it back.
A friend's tea.
On medium.com, we've got the actually true tale of the Sorry I Tased You cake. And we're going to find out that it says the viral hoax may not be such a hoax. I didn't know it was a hoax. A civil lawsuit, which is what I talked about. Oh, this is even more interesting. It says accompanying an article about the lawsuit in the Pensacola News Journal was a photo special to the News Journal of a frankly sloppily decorated cake showing a male stick figure tasing a female stick figure with the words, "Sorry, I tased you." And then apparently people said, oh, it was bogus. But then I think the point is it turns into being true because it was someone else's cake. Yeah. The other thing I did read when I was going through these was the whole thing about fake news. There was unsurprisingly, as you said earlier, clickbait. There was a article that I was like, oh, that's a good one. And then turned out it was completely bullshit. So I did try to double check that these weren't absolutely bullshit. But this looks like it actually is real. Stephanie Byron suing her former Escambia County deputy. I'm still looking for the bit that says they were going out. She claims that in June 2015, she was at work. Wallace arrived in full uniform, harassed her about her personal life, ultimately taking away her sweet tea and refusing to return it. When she moved to get it back, he tasered her. Then he left the scene, filed a false report with his supervisor saying he tasered his pillow.
Did she aggressively try to take her sweet tea back?
How aggressively can you try and take your sweet tea back?
I'm not sure. That's what I'm wondering before you get tasered.
No.
I mean, she didn't sick her pit bull on him, so...
He said he was visiting their friend and they engaged in friendly horseplay over a bottle of sweet tea. During this friendly horseplay, Wallace pulled out his department-issued dart-firing stun gun and shot the victim in the chest. He then lied that he shot his pillow. When Byron said she was filing a formal complaint against him, he admitted to his employer that he had shot a person with the taser, not a pillow, but it was an accident. He was simply performing a safety check and lost his grip on the weapon. It gets worse, doesn't it? There were no details as to why he was performing a safety check on his taser in the middle of a round of friendly horseplay. Yeah.
I think maybe they were playing some kind of, arrest me officer kind of game.
Yeah. So there you go. That was from medium.com. So I don't know what was going on there, and I still think there's a backstory.
Yes, more to that for sure.
Thanks for joining me for another rip snorter of a Florida man story. As we say every week, miss you already.
Miss you already.
Finn Jarrett. Mr. Finn Jarrett. Apologies, Mr. Finn Jarrett.
You say Rick Finn. How do you say it?
Rick Finn Jarrett or Finger It, depending on...
Rick Finn Jarrett.
I was trying to make it nicer.
Love it.
All right. Okay.
Ciao.
Bye.
Ciao.
Finger It. God.
Ta-da!
Thanks for listening to Trial by Wine. You can contact us at trialbywine@gmail.com. Please rate, review and subscribe to Trial by Wine on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. If you'd like to support us, you can become a patron at www.patreon.com, Trial by Wine, or visit our website www.trialbywine.com to donate to us. Your support will help us cover many more cases and apply wacky sentences. We really appreciate you listening and hope you tell everyone about us. Our cover art is by John Christo and music is by Beauchamp from pixabay.com.